Alright, as we look at 27, we're going to graph it. You'll notice that it's not in slope-intercept form, so they're not solved for y. You can still graph them even though they're not solved for y, but since we're looking for the point where the lines cross, we want to actually be able to carry out the slope. So we're just going to take these two equations, x plus 3y equals 9, and x minus y equals 1, and we're going to write them so that the y is on the left hand side and everything else is on the right. So the first thing we do is we have to move the x, we minus x to both sides, and so this gives me 3y equals, now even though I put the x underneath the 9, I can't combine them because they're not like terms, so write the x first, negative x plus 9. And now we need to get rid of the 3, and so this says 3 times y, so the opposite of times is divide, and now here you divide everything by 3, and so this gives us y equals, so the number in front of x right now is a 1, so it's a negative 1/3 x, and 9 divided by 3 is positive 3, and over here we need to move the x over, so again we minus x from both sides. So we get, don't lose this negative, bring the negative down, so you get negative y equals negative x plus 1. You get rid of the negative by dividing everything by negative 1. And so we end up with y equals negative divided by negative is a positive x. Positive divided by negative is a minus 1. So now we have them in slope-intercept form, so now it's easy to graph. So we go up to 3, draw a dot, and now we do our slope, down 1 over 3, so down 1 over 3, and go the other way, up 1 to the left 3, up 1 to the left 3, and let's draw our line. And let's try the other one now. So we have a y-intercept of negative 1, and our slope number in front of x is a positive 1, so it'll be up 1 over 1. So up 1 to the right 1, up 1 to the right 1. And so the whole point was that we were hoping that they'd cross at a nice point, and it looks like they do. So the more points you add to your graph, the easier it is to draw a straight line. And so now the lines cross at this point, so it looks like that is going to be 3, 2, so they cross at 3, 2. So if you really want to make sure you get an A on this test, you take the 3, you put it where the x is, you take the y, the 2, put it here, and so, actually let's do this. Since y is 2, 2 times 3 is 6, so 3 plus 6 does equal 9. And then here, 3 minus 2 does equal 1, so that means that our point, the 3, 2, is the correct solution. Alright, so now's a good time to pause the video and try it on your own. So when we solve a system, we have more than one equation, so normally 2 equations, and it kind of reminds me of what do you call friends who love math? Algebras. So let's graph the equation. So they're not in slope-intercept form, so we'll rewrite them and we'll put them in slope-intercept form. So we have 4x plus 3y equals negative 6. X plus 3y equals 3. And remember, our goal is to get the equation to be y equals something. So first thing we want to do is we want to move the 4x to the left. So we do the opposite. We minus 4x from both sides. So this goes away, and so we have 3y equals negative 4x. That's going to be minus 6. now we divide by 3. And so we end up with y equals 3 can't go in the 4, just leave it as a fraction, negative 4/3 x minus 2. Okay, so we'll do the same thing on the other equation. Get the y by itself. So we minus x from both sides. So we have 3y equals negative x plus 3. Get rid of the 3, divide both sides by 3. And now we have y equals, this is just a negative 1, so negative 1/3 x plus 1. Alright, so let's graph the equations, see where they cross. So we have a y-intercept of negative 2. We want to go down 4 over 3. So I ran out of room, so I'll just go the other way. So up 4, to the left 3, up 4, to the left 3. And then draw your line. And let's graph the other one. So here we have a y-intercept of 1, negative slope, down 1 to the right 3, down 1 to the right 3, down 1 to the right 3. They didn't cross this way, so let's go the other way. Up 1 to the left 3. There we go. Up 1 to the left 3. Alright, let's draw our line. And it looks like that they cross right here. So that is at the point, looks like negative 3, positive 2. So let's take that and let's plug the x in. So negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. The 2, the y, times 3 is positive 6. So negative 12 plus 6 does equal negative 6. Take that negative 3, put it here. 2 times y, or 2 times 3 gives us positive 6. Negative 3 plus 6 does equal positive 3. So that means our point is correct. So a negative 3 comma 2 is our solution to the system.